Hi folks, this is all the fruit, and today I bought a bunch of tiny avocados in an Arab shop in Valencia in Spain. When I bought them, well, there is a thing with tiny or strange or misshaped or old-fashioned fruits. In more, let's say, normal areas where people sell stuff to the local populace, those would either not be sold at all because they are considered inferior, or they will be sold for a cheap price. At the central market of Valencia, for example, which caters half to the local people and half to tourists, is a great market full of rare fruits. Or, for example, at the Vegeta market in Gran Canaria, those would be sold for an incredibly high price as very special, very tiny avocados. I was glad I was lucky in this Arab shop. They cost €3 a kilo. If I manage to find this shop again, I'm gonna buy more, because when I bought them, I didn't suspect too much. The vendor called them aguacate liso, which means smooth avocado. Yes, they have a smooth skin, more or less smooth. Most of the popular varieties have quite a rough skin and are called aguacate arrugado, which means wrinkly avocado. Well, this one is definitely pretty smooth. And then when I looked at them again, I thought, those kinda remind me of Fuerte. And I said, when I cut them open, I'll know whether they are Fuerte. I cut open a couple of them, and look at this little seed with a dark brown skin. This is very typical of Fuerte. And Fuerte is my favorite avocado variety. That's why I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be back at this shop very soon. They were €3 a kilo, which is quite cheap for Spain in mid-April. Yeah, the good thing about Fuerte is, first, the taste is superior. I have never found an avocado with a similar wonderful taste. I like avocados which are very oily and have a very strong taste. Other people seem to like avocados which are watery with a mild taste. I like avocados which are oily with a strong taste. The next thing is, such little fruits, very often the seed will take off a big part of them. In Fuerte, the seed is very small compared to the fruit. Not so much here, but remember, those are tiny fruits. Normally the size of Fuerte would be 3 or 4 times bigger. So usually Fuerte has a very small seed, and here, although it's not very small, at least it's not very big. Well, here is one where the seedling already germinated inside the fruit. Now let's try it. I could have recognized them with closed eyes. This is Fuerte. So oily, so fatty, so tasty. Fuerte means strong, and I don't know whether it's because the plant is strong or whatever, but the taste definitely is. It is exquisite. Definitely going back to this shop. Well, I wasn't sure what this is when I bought them. Like Fuerte was one of my suspicions, but not the only one. Let's continue eating them. Aguacate liso also usually refers to seedling avocados. In shops, for example, in the Canary Islands, usually they would have, oh, look at that, already forming the young seedling. In shops of the Canary Islands, usually they have two different avocados. Aguacate liso. Smooth avocados are cheap. And aguacate arrugado. Or wrinkly avocados are expensive. And the cheap ones will often be some random seedling trees or trees where the rootstock has overtaken the graft. Basically plants where they don't guarantee any taste. You are buying cheap avocados and you know that the taste could be anything. So I thought, yeah, those could be rootstock avocados or something like that. The other possibility is out of season fruits. Well, they can be smaller because the tree is not so adapted to producing proper fruits at the same time. Here, by the way, I'm in the botanic garden under an avocado tree, so that I can also show you the tree. It's flowering right now, and underneath it you can still see the rotten and mummified remains of last year's fruit. So definitely not avocado season. And up here at the northern, more or less at the northern end of the range of cultivation of avocados, out of season fruits are unusual. Well, the third possibility is that this tree was just sick or unhealthy or stressed or something. Then it will often produce small fruits or out of season fruits. I guess in this case it's something like this. The tree was stressed or unhealthy or something and produced small avocados out of season. However, I'm lucky those small avocados are of superior quality. Really, I could totally sell them for 3 times that price at the central market to the tourists. Very good fruits. By the way, the introduction of the avocado to Europe was a very bumpy road, basically. Carlo Morici from the Tenerife Palmetum told me, for example, in Rome, which is at the coldish end of Mediterranean climate, they used to grow them in the botanic garden, and the gardeners were the only ones who knew they are edible. But during the hungry years of World War II, people saw the gardeners eating those strange fruit, ate it, and fat was very hard to come by at those times. So the people of Rome started liking the avocado and eating it more. Valencia has a much warmer climate than Rome. The region of Valencia for 100 years had basically an orange monoculture, except for the huerta, which had mostly veggies. But now I see more and more oranges being replaced with avocados. Often the young avocado trees being planted in the orange plantations, growing among the oranges, and I think a couple years later, when the avocado trees grow bigger, the oranges are going to be cut down. So, quite a popular crop around here. The vendor didn't know exactly where it's come from, but they're either local from somewhere around here, or maybe from southern Spain, from Andalusia, which is the biggest producer in Europe. Yeah, but I'm always looking for strange looking fruits. Yeah, I do this at the tourist market where I pay a horrible price usually for fruits which the farmer mostly considered low quality, but those vendors sell as rare fruits. But I also look, you check 10 of those grocery shops and find only the standard fruits, and at the 11th you find a little treasure like this. So folks, I think those are tiny Fuerte avocados. If you think there's something else, please tell me. Apart from that, stay tuned for a lot more fruit videos. from the beautiful and incredibly fruit-rich botanic garden of Valencia. Sometimes I don't even have to bring the fruits here with me. And if you want more such content, it's not enough to subscribe to my channel, because YouTube kinda stopped recommending my videos even to my subscribers. Better press the little bell icon to be notified of any new uploads.